But what about those who didn't get caught? In fact, police cannot be everywhere at all times. So the most effective tool is you, working as a community to decrease excessive alcohol consumption and increase awareness of the consequences of drunk driving and how simple the solution is.
I want everybody to feel a responsibility to their community, to themselves, to their children. I want them to be able to say, I see you, you're drinking, don't get in that car, you're drunk.
The message I want to say to everyone is stay sober till at least you're 21 so you can reach your full potential.
Positive role models, changing social perceptions, open communication between parent and child, and strong police measures are what strengthen the sense of responsibility this community should have for each other. The investment, absolutely worth it considering what's at stake.
So we're out there, but the frontline individuals are those neighbors and those people in the community to help partner with us to make it a safer community. And we can't do it without you.
The police in this community are dead set against it because they know. They go to the scene. They go to the scene. They saw my daughter. They get it.
I don't know how many lives I have saved. I know that I have saved some because there's a possibility not only that I stopped a drunk driver from driving his vehicle, but who's to say that I stopped a guy for DUI or a female for DUI. I arrested that person at Granada on the highway. And if I didn't catch that person, could they have gone through a red light at South Alhambra or Red Road and killed a family of 4? So I don't know how many lives I've saved. But when I come out here and I can get a drunk driver off the road, I might have saved 1 life for the night, or I might have saved 5 lives for the night. I don't know. And to me, you get great satisfaction out of doing that.
I work with students now, and I've had some students return and say, I don't do this because of you, and I don't do this because of your daughter's story. But you know, if we can reach 1 or 2, I think that makes a difference.
So how will you make a difference in Coral Gables? Will you talk to your children about the dangers of drinking and driving? Watch over them and their friends? Become the sober designated driver? Any one of those proactive measures can save a life, and you never know whose life that might be. Do your part to keep the streets of the City Beautiful safe. For Coral Gables Television, I'm Belkis Perez. And we hope that you help make this season a safe one for the sake of your family and friends, and really take responsibility for your actions. Welcome back to Coral Gables Now, and as you just saw in our previous segment, drunk driving can have devastating effects on the community, and much of the same is going on to some extent on our waterways. We are also heading into the summer months, so we thought it would be a great time to bring to the show Officer William Barrow with the Coral Gables Marine Patrol Unit. Thank you so much, Officer, for being here.
Thank you.
So tell me about the summer months. Is this when most of the boaters head out?
Yeah, this tends to be our busier season. The weather's more predictable. We don't have the cold fronts coming through, so it's much more pleasant out there. Water's warmer, so people go out and enjoy the great environment that we have here.
Yeah. And how you know, we tend not to think of Coral Gables as a water community, but we do have several miles of waterways. Tell me about that.
We actually have almost more water than land in the city. We have many miles of canal front waterways that weave throughout the city, as well as many miles of open bay, including Biscayne Bay. So we have quite a few of the residents that we deal with, plus a lot of people traveling through, because we are kind of sit in the middle of Biscayne Bay, so we have a lot of through traffic, as well as Matheson Hammock, which is right in the middle of the city, which is a very busy public marina.
So tell me about the percentage of, or how many officers you've got working the waterways right now.
We have a total of 4 officers and a sergeant that are assigned to the unit full-time. In addition to that, we have several other officers who are part of what we refer to as our auxiliary. They're trained officers. Some of them are former members of the unit who come out and assist us on special events, or if it's very busy or when we just need some extra assistance, they come out and ride with us.
Okay. And you know, as you might have seen in our previous segment, we did a story on drunk driving, and you know, I can imagine that it might be even a bigger concern on the waterway, just because, you know, you don't have protective barriers like you would have in a car, as, you know, seat belts. Tell me about that aspect.
Exactly. I kind of liken it to driving a car with no brakes on a road that's trying to slide out from under you the whole time. And there's no, you know, on the waterway, with the exception of marked channels, there's not any marked roadways to travel within. And unfortunately, a lot of the boaters are not real up to speed on the proper rules of the road, the proper navigational rules, as far as, you know, who needs to give way to another vessel. You know, unfortunately, there's, except now there is for kids, there's a requirement for a boating safety car, but there is no boating license, and there's no testing procedure. So anybody really can go out and buy a boat, and unfortunately many people don't take the time or the effort to learn the proper way to operate it.
Do you look for this same type of patterns that officers on the roads look for? Tell me about.
It's really difficult to do that because, you know, depending on the sea conditions, you know, for example, somebody on the road would look for a car that's weaving in and out of the lanes of traffic. So we look for more erratic action, you know, just erratic behavior on the water is more of an indicator to us.
What are some other concerns that you've got on the waterways?
Really, it's same things we deal with every day, life and safety issues, people out on the water, unfortunately due to just bad timing, bad circumstances, or just not understanding the situation that they're in, getting themselves into trouble. You know, their boats capsizing or sinking, catching fire, medical issues out on the water. We're very fortunate now as there are several fire boats out on the water that we've just recently been able to have come in service in the last, I believe, year, which has made it great for us. You know, we can get there and do some of the first response and then get some assistance from them. And then just your protection of life and property as well, just like an officer on the road would do.
And so are you gearing up for this summer season now? Anything different that you're doing now to prepare?
Same thing we do every summer, just kind of make sure everything's up and running and make sure, and just really keep our eyes open to hope, you know, people go out in the water to have a good time, and you don't want to spoil somebody's good time, but at the same time you want everybody to get through the day safely, and not just for that person but the other people around them. And so it's kind of a fine balance to strike to keep people safe, but at the same time not keep them from having a good time, which is why they're out there to begin with.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Officer Barrow, for being here and giving us that information. And obviously, we want everyone to stay safe this summer. So just be aware of your surroundings and you know, have someone else drive. Then
absolutely.
You know, because you know, the dangers are still the same whether you're on water or if you're on the road.
And there's no seat belts on a boat.
Exactly. All right, so for more information on the city's Marine Patrol unit or how to stay safe this summer on the water, you can call 305-460-5402, and you can also go online to a website which is www.myfwc.com. Again, it's www.myfwc.com. And we're going to take a quick break right now, but when we come back, see if you can answer this. True or false, taping your windows prevents them from shattering during a hurricane. Some interesting facts and fiction about hurricane and hurricane preparedness when we return.